and completion. It has been a massive democratic exercise. Around 17.4 crore electors are going to participate in these elections, exercise continental skill and probability. To give you field numbers, 17.4 crore electors roughly also comprise the continent of Australia, France, South Africa, Germany, and Canada. We also see our guests from more than 20 countries, from their electoral commissions, who are visiting elections for witness the festive celebrations, transparent and efficient celebrations of elections in India. The Commission, along with lakhs of election officials and security personnel, is committed for ensuring free, fair, transparent, accessible, and peaceful elections. Election Commission of India is also prepared to welcome each and every voter to their polling stations and provide them with a pleasant and comfortable voting experience. I would also like to make a special appeal to the first-time voters. My dear friends, you are about to step into one of the most important responsibilities of exercising your right, the right to vote. I urge you to participate enthusiastically in this great democratic exercise and cast your vote with pride, responsibility, and confidence. Your vote is a choice in shaping the future of your state and the nation. Election India are the festival of democracy. So now, our Parv, Hum Sab Ka Garv, the festival of democracy is to every citizen every day. Before announcing the schedule of elections, I would like to for you brief PPT which will entail the details of these coming elections. The festival of elections, our pride, is going to be held in the state of Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, and the Union Territory of Puducherry. The total electors are 17.4 crores, and assembly constituencies are 824. The number of polling stations is roughly 2.19 lakhs, and the electoral machinery would consist of roughly 25 lakh personnel. To give you an overview, the end of term of Assam Assembly is on 20th of May, Kerala 23rd of May, Puducherry 15th of June, Tamil Nadu 10th of May, and West Bengal 7th of May. To give you a little overview of the electors, Assam, as per the final list, would be roughly 2.25 crores, Kerala 2.7 crores, Puducherry 9.44 lakhs, Tamil Nadu 5.67 crores, and West Bengal, the final list on 28th February comprises of 6.44 crores, and the learned judges, after their adjudication, whatever supplementary list comes, they shall be added. To give you a feel of the category of our electors, we have more than 100 years of age centenarians in Assam, Kerala, even Puducherry, Tamil Nadu, and West Bengal. The 85 plus years of age electors are also good in number. Our Divyang Bhai and Bhai Behan, the first time electors, the electors from 20 to 29 years of age, and service electors. These are statistics which will be circulated to you. A total number of 2.18 lakh polling stations shall be set up. Majority of them will be in rural areas. Average per elector is between 750 to 850, less than 900 in any case. The model polling stations will be set up in all the states and UTs, and there will be specially women-managed polling stations. Webcasting shall be 100% in all the polling stations, and there will be Divyang brothers and sisters managed polling stations as well. The electoral exercise in India is one of the largest and most unique exercises in the world. For example, in Assam, the polling teams undertake arduous journey of 50 to 60 kilometers from Majuli, Mayapuri, and road, cross Brahmaputra River, and finally reach the remote Dhanegana polling station where 248 electors are there, and they reach there by tractor in the end. Similarly, in Kerala, Edumagudi has around 693 electors, a tribal area of Idukki district, where the polling officials reach by completing 30 kilometers of journey through rugged off-road terrain by specified vehicles, and followed by 8-kilometer trek by foot. Similarly, in Assam, similar to West Bengal, in Alipurduar district, polling teams trek through the Mकसद Tiger Reserve Hills to reach the polling booths of 759 electors. And similarly, in Tamil Nadu, Varasanath Hills, in Theni district, polling officers travel 3 hours across difficult terrain to reach 5 electors. Puducherry also, in its Chidambaram Pillai schools, once French colony, was designated model polling stations, which has 2 polling stations of 722 and 651 electors. A total of 25 lakh election officials shall be deployed across 5 states and union territory, out of which 15 lakhs will be polling personnel, 8.5 lakh security personnel, 49,000 micro observers, 1,444 observers, 40,000 counting officials, 21,000 sector officers, and 15,000 micro-observers for counting as well. The voter awareness campaign has progressed well, the maximum of which came through the special intensive revision enumeration forms. Apart from that, the Election Commission itself, the Chief Electoral Officers, and our sweep icons have penetrated deep with the substantial range and depth to reach each and every voter. For EVM awareness, various camps have been organized at the district level and even at the returning officers level to ensure that the transparency, the efficiency, and the information dissemination regarding transparent electronic voting machines reaches the grassroots. The EVM awareness is Assam, Kerala, Puducherry, Tamil Nadu, and West Bengal. More than 717 demonstrations centers were set up. Polling stations through mobile distribution vans were set up. People participated in EVM awareness, which is roughly more than 28 lakhs. And people who tried mock polls also, the hands-on on EVMs were more than 25 lakhs. In order to ensure a pleasant voting experience, the Election Commission has issued directions that in every polling stations there shall be provisions for drinking water, toilets, signages, ramps, wheelchairs with volunteers, help desks, voter facilitations, sufficient lighting inside the voting compartment with adequate shade shall be there in all the polling stations. Special care shall be taken for all our respected senior citizens and Divyangjan. The polling station shall be on the ground floor. There shall be ramps. They have priority in voting. For seating arrangements, special benches shall be. They can also apply for home voting, and sufficient transport facility also will be available to our respected senior citizens and persons with disabilities. During the recent 12 months, the Election Commission of India has taken more than 30 new initiatives to ensure that elections are more transparent. The experience to the electors is much more pleasant, and all the stakeholders get all the necessary information as soon as possible. The first one of them has been the special intensive revision, which ensures, in accordance with Article 326 of the Constitution, that no eligible voter shall be excluded, while at the same time, no ineligible person should be included. Amongst the new initiatives, just outside the gate of the polling station, an elector can go, deposit his or her mobile, go and vote inside and come out and collect the mobile and go back. In order to identify the candidate to whom the elector wants to select, there shall be colored photograph of all the candidates for the EVMs. In order to ensure that there are no long queues, not more than 1,200 electors shall be there in any polling station. The candidate booths will be set up just outside 100 meters of the polling station, and the voter information slip will have a clear number mentioning the voter's polling station, its number, and his part and serial number. Amongst the other new initiatives, one major initiative has been that all the applications of the Election Commission of India now are under one app which is applicable on mobile, available on mobile, and it is called as ECI Net. All the necessary information across all the stakeholders is available, whether it is your epic card, whether it is your polling station, whether it is about the candidate, whether it is about the affidavits of the candidate, whether it is about the progress of polling which is taking place, or whether it is about counting. There shall be 100% webcasting to ensure transparency in each and every polling station. The presiding officers of every polling station shall input the number of votes cast after every 2 hours to ensure that voting percentages which are being relayed through the media to the public at large is by and large accurate. And at the end of the poll, whatever the figures are there in 17C, accordingly the percentages are also displayed without any further delay. All the booth level officers have been given identity cards so that our electors and the households can identify them easily. And since our electoral staff has been working very hard, their remunerations were also increased. ECI Night, as I mentioned, will be containing all the 40 different applications integrated in a seamless manner. In another initiative to enhance transparency, the postal ballots will be counted 2 rounds before the EVMs. Similarly, all the statistics relating to the elections shall be available through ECI Net itself within 72 hours of counting being over. In case of any difference, because of typographical errors between 17C, which is given at the polling stations, to all the polling agents are present, and the EVM count, if there is a difference, the VVPATs of that EVM shall mandatorily be counted. Similarly, after the counting is over, the losing candidate can prefer, after prescribed payment of fee, checking of the EVM along with VVPAT counting. In order to ensure that the entire process is done Similarly, at all the polling stations, a gigantic training effort has been undertaken by the Election Commission of India by training officers right down to booth level officers by the Commission itself. Booth level agents were also trained, of course, police officers, the DOs, the communication officers, and this capacity building exercise had been piloted by India International Institute for Democracy and Election Management, IIIDM, which is run by the Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India also trains officers of more than 100 countries concurrently. In order to have a substantial dialogue and engagement with the stakeholders, the Commission adopted a consultative and collaborative approach by which more than 4,700 all-party meetings were held by all the returning officers, DOs and COs of the country. Similarly, the Election Commission of India also invited all the national and state-level political parties to have such meetings, and more than 28 such meetings have already taken place. There has been national conference with legal councils and interactions with field-level beneficiaries, that is booth-level officers, EROs, DOs, during the state visits. There have been other host of new initiatives which have been mentioned there, totaling to number 30. The slides will be there, and the Commission has been extremely proactive, transparent, efficient, and consultative in its approach to ensure that the experience of election is much, much more pleasant to our prime stakeholder, that is the elector. Considering that India has been the mother of democracies and the largest of them all, with the most transparent elections taking place, the international idea is now currently being led by India. We also held an international conference with more than 70, where the electoral officers from those countries have participated recently. Commission had reviewed visits to all these 5 states actually and met all the officers mentioned earlier, including our foot soldiers, that is our booth level officers. Clear directions have been issued to all enforcement agencies, nearly 24 of them. Elections is tax and duty shall be inducement-free and violence-free. Directions have been issued to the vectors and tests that act with complete impartiality and enforce the rule of law. The observers should be visiting the states, their details should be public. Any fake news on social media should be strictly monitored, necessary action taken. Shall move to the portfolio announcements now. Next. All 126 assembly constituencies for the polling shall be dust on face, and the polling shall take place 9th of Thursday 2026. The counting shall be on 4th of May. All 140 assembly constituencies of Kerala shall also go for polling on April, that is Thursday. The counting shall be on Sunday, that is 4th May 2026. Puducherry also will go along with Assam and Kerala. Date proposed 9 April, and the coming will be 4th May. Tamil Nadu, all 230 assembly constituencies will go on 23rd April in one phase, and the counting on Sunday for all the phases likely this 4th of May 2026. Bengal. Polling had 2 phases. In the first phase 142 and 142. The date poll shall be 23rd and 20th of April. Shall be together for all, that is 2026. There will be 8 elections also. Let us go Goa, Gujarat, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Tripura. The name of the constituencies are mentioned here, which will be submitted to you. And the schedule would be that the assembly constituencies for Goa, Karnataka, Nagaland, and Tripura will be held. The polling will be held on 9th of April, and for the assembly constituencies of Maharashtra on 23rd. The counting will be on 4th of May for all. Thank you.
Now we begin with the question and answer. I'll request all of you to introduce yourselves and your organization before you ask the question. I'll also request you to ask one question per person and kindly do not repeat the questions. Take questions in by after chief on to the extra questions. Yes. 40, 24, 25.
सवाल है न्यूज़ में मोहित हूं सर पिछली बार पश्चिम बंगाल विधानसभा चुनाव 8 चरणों में कराया गया था और इस बार आप 2 चरणों में करवाने जा रहे हैं। आपने तैयारी कर ली कि 2 ही चरणों में आप करवाने जा रहे हैं और इसी से संबंधित दूसरा सवाल है कि तमाम जो है अपोजिशन जो है निशाना साधते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। आप आरोप किया लगाते हैं कि आप काम कर रहे हैं, उन विपक्षी दलों को क्या जवाब देंगे और आप मामलों का नोटिस भी दिया गया है, तो आप उसको आप देंगे।
sought whose presence the postal vote list took place in the year 2021 West Bengal. So, and so whether those police officials will be deployed in the polling state in West Bengal or not. The second one, when can we expect 15 lakh have been disposed from the agitation list? We expect this supplementary list.
सर नीरज रिजेक्ट से हमारा है कि आगे सवाल बड़ा जो की नोटिस दिया सेंस में की घोषणा हो रही है बंगाल में टीएमसी तरफ से ज्यादा खड़े किए गए हाल के दिनों में वैसे कल जिन्होंने दिया है उनके लिए आपका क्या मैसेज क्योंकि चुनाव प्रक्रिया में आप खुद कहते हैं कि इलेक्शन होंगे तो विपक्ष को कहेंगे
सर आपकी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस शुरू होने से पहले बंगाल सरकार ने 500 रुपये का मांग बढ़ाया है पुजारियों और मुआनियों की दिनों के लिए और साथ ही डीए भी बढ़ाया गया है तो क्या ये मॉडल आपकी कमीशन
Actions taken prior to code of conduct is a prerogative of concerned governments. But now onwards, the model code of conduct shall be applicable. With regards to the West Bengal, held 2 phases instead of 8 phases earlier, the Commission has held detailed deliberations, and in its concerned opinion, it was found necessary to reduce the number of and bring it down to an extent where it is convenient for everybody. With regards to the police officers who were involved in violence in earlier elections, the list has been thought of as is known to the media during our visit to the West Bengal, and necessary action as law shall be taken. With regards to the supplementary list, as per the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court, the judges working under the directions of the Honorable Court of Calcutta would be bringing out the supplementary list, and as and when the supplementary list names are coming out, they shall be included in addition to the existing electors. With regards to some other questions, I would like to make it clear that elections in all these 4 states and the Union Territory of Puducherry shall be violence and inducement free. Commission will take strict action if anything to the contrary is noticed or reported.
49, 42, 56, 56.
मनोहर की न्यूज़ और इंडिया लगातार आरोप लगते रहे हैं एसआईआर को लेकर के भी लगातार प्रोटेस्ट बैठी और ये कहा जा रहा है एसआईआर जो हुआ है उन लोगों का नाम हटा दिए जहां टीएमसी के ज्यादा वोटर्स थे तो किस तरह से राष्ट्र लोग डेवलप कर पाएंगे क्योंकि अगर इस तरह से अपोजिशन की ओर से आरोप लगाए जा रहे हैं और दूसरा है कि चुनाव आयोग को कहा जा रहा है टीएमसी और से संविधान ने असंवैधानिक है और हमारा तो व्यवहार अच्छा होता है
Now the trend has come that before the election date announcement, the government's offering before assembly election was sponsored by Tamil Nadu and 5,000. Does the election commission has any plan to prevent kind of activities? Number one, do you feel this the state government become bankrupt? The election government that action is going to be taken by the election commission. During the team session, the election commission was considered to be one of the best commission. Now, when they are going to be the same type of opinion for the public?
कानून व्यवस्था आपको क्या फीडबैक मिला कि कितनी वहाँ पे अच्छे है खराब है दूसरा अब अनाउंस करने के बाद आप इतना मुतमईन है फिर एक्शन कराएंगे पश्चिम बंगाल में क्या मैकेनिज्म डेवलप किया उसके लिए गौरव सर सवाल यह है कि पहली बार की प्रक्रिया जो कि टोली चुनाव आयोग के क्षेत्र उसमें अदालतों की भूमिका लोगों की मतदाता पात्रता बताने के लिए ली गई क्या आने वाले आज जहाँ एसआईआर होना है और जहाँ पर पेंडेंसी बात रहेगी क्या इसी तरह एक जो कस्टम है वो शुरू होगा या एक इसे किस तरह से आप देखते हैं दूसरा सवाल सर यह कि पश्चिम बंगाल को लेकर जब आपने बैठक की तो ये जानकारी है कि राजनीतिक हिंसा को लेकर खासतौर पर लगाम लगाई जाएगी क्या कुछ आइडेंटिफाई हो सका है कि किन राजनीतिक दलों की सबसे ज्यादा राजनीतिक हिंसा का इतिहास नहीं है उसको लेकर क्या दिया जाएगा
मेरा सवाल भी गौरव के आगे बढ़ाने वाला है कि पश्चिम बंगाल पिछली बार 8 चरणों में हो गए लेकिन हिंसा मुक्त रहे इस बार 2 चरणों में हो रहे हैं लेकिन वहाँ बड़ी समस्या चुनाव हिंसा ज्यादा चुनाव के बाद की हिंसा है उससे निपटने के लिए कोई खास इंतजाम या फिर उसमें कैसे करेंगे
भारत के संविधान का अनुच्छेद 326 आर्टिकल 326 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया चुनाव आयोग को ये संवैधानिक दायित्व है कि वो सिर्फ 5 लोगों को ही सूची दें। The Election Commission of India is constitutionally bound by Article 326 to include electors who are above 18 years of age, who are citizens of India, and who are staying in that assembly constituency in the electoral rolls. Election Commission of India has been undertaking this responsibility in the form of a special intensive revision with regards to the political statements by certain political leaders or political parties. The Commission does not wish to engage in such dialogues. With regard to the decisions of government, just before the model code of conduct has come into force, I have already explained earlier that in a democratic setup, the state and central governments in their own wisdom can take any policy or any other decision which they feel is appropriate. But once the model code of conduct comes into operation, any decision which affects the outcome of the elections or works in a way of inducement is not out, and the model code of conduct has come to force just now. Elections in India are held as per the Constitution, the law, and the instructions. राजनीतिक हिंसा और चुनाव को प्रभावित करने वाले कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन को चुनाव आयोग बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगा और ऐसे करने वालों के खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई होगी।
92
सर मैं चाहता हूं कि पिछले सालों चुनावों के इलेक्शन कमीशन ने आसाम के चीफ मिनिस्टर हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा के बयानों पर कॉल नोटिस दिया। हाल के दिनों में कई बार उनके बयान ऐसे आए हैं जिससे पर हमें ऐसा लगता है चुनाव के दौरान ऐसा हो, इसकी यह सुनिश्चित करने के लिए क्या करना है। इसी से सवाल है कि चीफ कांग्रेस
So yesterday, Bengal's cabinet minister was hospitalized, as you're aware about that. So just a question as well as what steps is the EC taking to counter misinformation and deepfakes which might around during campaign?
Sir, if we got all those under election and if not, in what will happen to those voters?
Sir, from education, sir, the same question as Masha, as more than 50 lakhs of voters' names are included in education list. By 20, the list will be completed, as you clearly mentioned multiple times that no eligible voter should be on the voter list. So, what would be the mechanism and what submission report to the election?
Suchita from So there is a growing concern about voter turnout numbers, especially the last few elections, and that has been the question about transparency of the commission. So, can you comment on that?
यहाँ से फैसलों के ऊपर चुनाव आयोग का टिप्पणी नियम और कानून हैं। मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट अभी प्राप्त में आया है और इसके बाद अगर है तो चुनाव आयोग उसका जहाँ तक हर स्टेट में जो हमारे नोडल ऑफिसर्स हैं वो और उनके टेक डाउन की एफआईआर की व्यवस्था करेंगे। बात है वो जब पोलिंग पार्टी सेंटर पर आती थी पहले अब the presiding officer shall be filling number of electors in a polling station before leaving the polling station. Therefore, time lag will be reduced and such suspicions will be moved out. As far as the list under adjudication is concerned, I have mentioned earlier that the learned judges are looking into case by case, and whichever cases are proved by them shall be included in the final electoral rolls by way of supplementary list in terms of the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Can you join us for in the atrium? Thank you. We have amongst us some first-time voters, so I'll request Amrita to please come quickly. I'll request CG Election Commissioner, Honorable Shri Ganesh Kumar, to felicitate Amrita. Amrita is currently pursuing